Okay, hello. You're here early. Again, mostly due to the fact that things have changed in regards to work. So, yeah, I gotta do some stuff tomorrow, so I can't really be on that late. And also Marvel. Okay. I actually do have to work on this. I do actually work on this today. God, it's been so long since I heard this. So weird. It's blurry here, but it's not blurry there. Interesting. Again, I do approve of the comedically large missile. There's a reason why we're doing that. Okay. So I actually figured out why this wasn't showing. Timeline wasn't showing. It's because I guess I had to make another scene for that. It's so weird, but we actually have my timeline up. You didn't want to see the timeline for the other video, that's for sure. That one was all over the place. So I'm giving myself 6:30 right now. 8:30. I'm giving myself like 2 hours of work. That should be good. Again, things have changed, so I actually have to get some work done today. What the fuck? That's weird. That's very weird. Alright, well, I'm not even gonna bother with that. Things are happening on OBS. Okay. What do I want to do here? Oh, yeah, Sprite. Yeah, that's a thing, too. So I did get stuff done on Sprite, like I promised I was gonna get done, but I fucked up. Again. So give me a sec. We have to get Sprite up. All right, that's too much Japanese vocals for today. We'll listen to what the fuck? Interesting. Okay. All right, so I got one side of the elevator done, then I realized I screwed up a little bit earlier because one of the elevators has the Goon Squad, Felix, Minority, Jenna, Creighton there, which they shouldn't be there because they're going to be stationary. They have to be moving because of the scenes, so I actually have to get rid of them. I realized that a little bit too late after I was done editing. I'm like, ah, god damn, I gotta do this again. But luckily, it's just one. It's not gonna be like too crazy, but still relatively annoying. Okay. We do have some crazy stuff planned, though. I'm not gonna deny it. So just give me like a minute to actually get this done. Oh, let's see. Open. It's PC. Games. I still find it so weird. There was no like Mercury Lighthouse array background. Like there's a bike right there. Well, like what? But it's all good. Okay, Mercury Tower. Actually would have been fine with them just calling it towers instead of just calling it lighthouses. Okay, so let me actually get rid of the Goon Squad here. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I can do that? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, thank fucking God. Alright, I can actually get rid of the background. That just saves us so much time. Oh, that definitely saves us time here. So give me like a second. Oops. Paste. crop. I'm just cropping stuff. Just I don't need to show that because it only takes like a minute. Oh, I'm so happy. Actually, no, it has to be like that. That's fine. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk about it. Oh, I'm actually kind of pissed off because I just wasted all that time yet this morning. Oh well, it's all good. All right. Blankery. Oh, blank elevator. This top. Oh, this makes my life so much easier. Hell yeah. Oh, well. Okay. Sure. We can't be all perfect, I guess. But the left side was... The left side is fine, but the right side was decided, no, we're not going to give... Whatever. Just don't complain about it. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain in the ass. And again, the reason why I'm doing this is because I did have a background done. I had it done, then I realized, like, wait a minute. The moment I copy and paste, the moment I crop this, well, the moment I put it in paint, the GIFs aren't going to be moving for the sprites, so they're just going to be stationary, which is bad because I have to actually have, I actually have to have them moving because we're going to be doing some funky shenanigans. And again, I can't progress in the sprite animation because I actually need Mercury Lighthouse the array actually done. And I kind of shot myself in the foot by doing a whole wintry mix with it because forgot, hey, there's a whole little sequence which the whole lighthouse is like the actual like overworld sprites are there. I'm like, oh fuck, I actually forgot about that. That means I have to do this. I have to do a wintry feel for this too. I don't have to go that crazy with it. Like, it's fine for the most part. Like, the main area that's filled with snow is just the fight area. But again, I kind of shot myself in the foot there. Okay, there we go. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's still kind of relatively annoying because the right side was fine, but the left side decided it didn't want to be fine. Okay. Sky. Okay, now let's get the overcast. I've asked people. I guess people do like the overcast feel. Feel it definitely adds to the mood. Because when you think snow, well, I don't know where people are generally from, but I'm from the northeast of America, and we deal with a lot of snow. So whenever there's snow, there's usually an overcast somewhere. So that's why I always picture the mill as just not always in a constant overcast, but just being gray. And unfortunately, the battle background just has it in blue sky. There we go. Elevator. So we will not have to use a sprite tonight. Thank God. This is the last time we'll be using it. I actually can't forget about something. I almost forgot. Ooh, fuck, that's... Oh. Hmm. Okay, that's... Why is that a symbol? Oh, that should... Wait, no. I can save this. Why is that a symbol? I'm talking animation things. Don't mind me. The fuck? Okay. TLA editor? I do love it. I love it. But why are the character models... You know, I'll just... No, I can't show this actually. Son of a bitch. The character models, because what I'm looking at right now is... Actually, it'll be just a lot easier just to show this. Window capture 6. There we go. Take a look. Because I'm a fool. So they're floating in midair. Cool, we got rid of the elevator. We got rid of the whole entire tower. Now, number one is everybody's sprites. Well, no, that's actually not. The smiley face is everybody's sprites. So thank God, I didn't know this was a thing. I actually get rid of the background. So that makes my life a lot easier. So let's get rid of the back. Well, let's get rid of the character. So take a look. The Yuri elevators, the Yuri pedestals, I guess that's what they're called, are associated with the sprites in the ball for some odd reason. And I don't know. Well, luckily I do have them, but still makes absolutely no sense. Sure. Okay. Makes no sense whatsoever. But again, I don't make video games. I'm just a washed up sprite innovator. Okay, so actually, ooh. It's because just the way things are set up, I had to put one of the pedestals right there. Platforms. Mercury platforms. Interesting. Games. Scenery. Outdoor. Large. I know it's here. It'd be small then. Yeah, okay. I gotta be very cute here. Very, very cute. Thank God. Thank God I have this. This would have been such a pain in the ass. We're not gonna make it comedically huge. We just need to make it a good amount of huge. All right, it's fine. The things that I do. Wait. Really? No. Oh, okay. So I can't do it like that. I'm being oddly specific here, but OCD is cruel. That's good. All right. Okay, we're good. Ugh. Well, at least now we can finally get back to this. Wait, no. Whoa, ho, ho. Slow down, Chief. You almost forgot. Okay, there we go. We're good. We'll call this Mercury plot elevator. Plot elevator. All right, we can finally get back to animation. Mercury plot elevator. So like I mentioned before, we're gonna be doing some crazy shit. My biggest fear is our buddies at Nintendo shutting this down, because that'll be very sad. Okay. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and grab a drink. Did you fucking cry? Guess not. Jesus Christ. Why is this always crashing? Give me a second to load this back up again. Okay, so while I wait for this to load up again, we're gonna be going into some very dark categories here. We are gonna be doing some very dark stuff. We're gonna make this this is already not E for everyone. Like we're not gonna deny it. Like we've had Mia literally kill people. Like the snowman sequence, yeah, those that brigand and ruffian, they're clearly dead. Yeah, but we're gonna be going into some very edgy territory, just a little bit, but we'll see. Just to add a different take on things. Yeah, contrary to popular belief, she's not the central character. What the fuck? Give me a second. Oh my. Okay, sorry. Okay. Alright, we're gonna play the movie. Give it a second. I'm gonna have to probably watch it a couple of times too. All right, be right back. Just gonna use the bathroom real quick and grab a quick drink. I'm back. Guarantee it'll be that one day I walk in here and I just bust my ass because I totally just whipped my chair. All right. Ooh. All right, so I have to watch this again so I can have a good idea what I'm going to do with things. All right, I got to fix that. And again, I do recommend people take up Sprite Animation. It's hard, but once you get the hang of it, it's cool. It's cool. It's just you feel accomplished at the end of it. You'll have a lot of long, rough days, but for the most part, it's enjoyable. It's just projects like this are a little bit more complex because you're taking JRPG sprites and doing something else with them that they're not supposed to be doing. Okay. Okay, let's get to work. Oh, that's funny. Let's just move this a little bit. That's very interesting that it does that. Hmm. Actual fuck. That's so weird. We can say with full certainty that Adobe Animation's cooked. That's so weird. That's actually fucking weird. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck around and find out with this again. There we go. Okay, now we're good. So what are we gonna do here? We just added that a little bit more here. I don't need to make this huge. I thought I had to make it huge. Okay. I think I figured out what was going on. This one was too big, so it was taking up space for this to link up. So I think now we're good. Also, let me save it. Okay. Oh, yeah, fuck. Hmm. I'm just thinking, just give me a moment. Christ. Nope. Let me go through my other effects real quick. I should have used this. It's all good. That's actually good. We are scheming here. Don't mind my quietness right now. I'm just thinking. Okay. It's a little bit bigger. Making it seem like she's gonna break out of it. Give it like a couple of seconds. Perfect. I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger. There we go. America. A little bit bigger. Being a little bit extra, but being a little bit extra does help out here. Hey, what's up? Yes. All right. Right there should be good. Bingo. That is a thing I'm going with. No, 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 no. Nah, it's because what I'm doing here is I see where you're going. No, 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 no. It's not a robot, not a robot, not a robot. Um, that is actually funny. It's because we now have a third actor who did this, dropped a comedically large missile, And there's a reason why we did that. They're gonna be the more technologically savvy people. I'll spoil it a little bit, but let's just say our very, very bad, very badly written antagonists from Dark Dawn are here right now. Are technically savvy people that have a massive warship in the sky. But that's what I'm just getting at. A massive warship in the sky up there. Let's not forget. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I'm just gonna say one thing. There's a reason why this is here. This is just to simulate a synergy grenade from Dark Dawn. But this time, we'll call it a synergy missile. That's why she's incapacitated. Just gotta make sure that's good. That's one of the biggest. I gotta mention this. Yes. I have big plans for them, which is still ongoing. Because honestly, I just came up with this out of my ass. Not when I was doing one of my morning runs. Like, hey, wait a minute, I have an idea. Just gotta make that a little tiny bit bigger. Wait, no, that's fine. Like I mentioned before, like Dark Dawn could have been so much better. Could have been so much better. There we go. Now let's get her sprite in there. So this is gonna be more. This video definitely is gonna be more so on plot. Definitely gonna be more so on plot. Let's see. Let's just play the movie in. Let's take a look. In that 30 years, I do gotta admit, I do like the fact that normal humans were developing things to counteract these guys. I'm like, wait, they just threw a grenade at us? That's synergy? Holy shit! Okay. Also, poor Garrett. Okay. I gotta fix that. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh shit, that went by very fast. I might have to slow that down a little bit. I gotta see that again. It's because I want to try to make a background that simulates this a little bit. Just a normal Mercury lighthouse background. I feel like there's way too much stuff happening. It's too congested. There we go. I just call them Mercury lighthouse lower levels. Okay, let's see. How fast is this? Oh, I might have to change that. I might have to actually change that. I could probably slow that down a little bit, but I might have to actually change that. Oof. Yeah, I might have to actually change that. That's fine. But as I was saying before, like the Dark Dawn guys, well, they could have had better potential as villains, because if they're coming up with technology to combat these guys, holy crap! That's actually some crazy stuff. Like, synergy grenades make sense. They do make sense. All right, this is gonna take me like a couple minutes. So, my plan is, so Isaac and Mia. Well, Mia's gonna be. Yeah, because it makes sense that, yeah, like they know of the Heroes of Vale. Alchemy has become more common knowledge. This is why it felt like the High Imperator, whatever they were calling him, it had to be someone that they knew. It really did have to be someone they knew because, yeah, that's so much what ifs. Damn it. Wow, yeah, it had to be someone they knew. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just one of the. There's only like a couple of people could actually have been though. It literally could have been just Felix and Shiba. I wouldn't even put it past Shiba. That would actually be a kind of a twist. Because in 30 years, they would have to have technology. Technology had to be like crazy from that 30-year gap because they have a gigantic warship in the air. Like, holy. That too. So it's like, there's so much. They shouldn't have introduced that concept of technology. Like, this is what kind of like threw me for a loop. As soon as I loaded up Dark Dawn, I'm like, wait, hey, why is there an airship here? This makes no sense. I'm still waiting for this to load up. So they must have been technologically advanced in the past 30 years, which makes sense. Sure, I guess. We'll just say it makes sense. But everybody else is not regressed. Everybody else seems like they fit the Golden Sun 1, Golden Sun 2's like scheme. Like, we're in more typical JRPG setting. We're not technologically advanced. We're fitting like the whole castle system. Yeah, I feel this is where Camelot kind of dropped the ball with this. I'm like, wait, the rest of the world is like progressing like they should, but you have these technologically savvy dudes doing stuff in the background. I'm like, wait, this makes no sense. Yeah, like it's just so like out of nowhere. Like, the most advanced thing they had was, besides Lemuria, was the statue in Komodo. That's the most advanced thing they had. And that was just gears. Which I guess makes sense. Even oh God. Dark Dawn really grinds my gears at times. Dark Dawn really does grind my gears. They just introduce so much crazy things. Hold on. I just need a better flame effect. Just to show her bursting out of that. Because my thing is, I can't make her too overpowered. Like, obviously she has her gimmick. Mia has her funny gimmick. Flame burst. No. Give me a second. Actually, no, I think that makes sense. There was a lot of things that just doesn't fit the game setting. It's like, you introduce, well, first of all, you introduce the airship, fine. Then you introduce the airship, then you have a theme park first of all, you have the theme park. The theme park's whatever. It makes kind of sense for the period because it's running off of gears and whatnot. Hell, you had a mining system in Atlan. That makes sense. A lot of things in the first two games made sense because that's the world setting. But if you're gonna make that same similar setting in Dark Dawn, then introduce technology out of the blue, it's like, no, technology does not advance that far in 30 years. I'm sorry, it does not. Then you're making it seem like whoever made that weird temple in the sky, I think whoever made that weird temple in the sky, they were technological. Oh my god, I'm sorry, cannot think right now. Technologically advanced. There's just too much happening there. They didn't know what they wanted. You know what? No, it's fine. We'll keep it as is. Then I'll figure it out later. There are things I have to introduce. Yeah, like, it just makes no sense. Alright, burst. I'll just have to slow that. I'll slow that down. I can slow that down. Okay. Now let's have her stand up. Okay. This is what kind of... I'm gonna make them make sense here. Again, I did kind of sort of spoil it, but I would have to explain the missile. We'll just say they adapted. Please don't crash. Thank God. I'm so worried that this is just gonna crash on me. It's been crashing so much. I'm just over it. But we'll just say I have a reason why they're gonna be here. I wrote it down yesterday, so we should be good. But having a missile makes a lot of sense. Grenades obviously weren't effective, so let's up the ante a little bit. We'll just shoot them with a damn missile, and we'll go from there. And here's another thing that grinded my gears. Again, you introduce the airship, whatever, it's out of left field. Then you go nowhere with it. Your soldiers, which give you a lot of EXP, mind you, I love grinding them. They give you a lot of EXP, sure. They just throw grenades at you. Your executives, GLaDOS and Chalice, they do nothing at all. I'm waiting for this to save, so I'm gonna be yapping for a little bit because this is at 13% for some weird reason. So they introduced that concept of having an antagonist be in the shadows, or a military force in the shadows doing nothing, just observing things. Then they go nowhere with it, on top of having a lot of other plot devices that they completely forgot about. Wink, 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 synergy vortexes. It just makes it seem like they were just bringing up weird random ideas and just going with it, which doesn't work at the end of the day, because you have a series that's loved by fans. It has a cult following. People love Golden Sun. You're introducing concepts that make no sense to the world building. You're regressing in world building, if that makes any sense. So now it's like, this is why probably, again, one of the reasons why we never got a fourth game, because Dark Dawn wasn't really received that well, and Nintendo's like, yeah, we're not going to focus on this anytime soon, or probably at all. Which I'm definitely gonna do some funky stuff. Again, we're aiming for a very dark storyline right now. We already had teases of it, because again, we did have Mia technically kill people. Mia definitely did kill people. I just kind of made a joke of it by having them as snowmen. But no. If you really look down to it, Mia killed these guys and literally just built a snowman. I wouldn't be surprised if they were going with that, because remember, Super Mario World 3, I think, was based on a play. I wouldn't have been surprised if they just made their whole angle with it was like, yeah, we're just making this a theme. This whole game is gonna be like a theme work. But oh my god, no. Like, yeah, I see where you're coming with that. What I feel like, well, I'm still waiting for this to save at 40%. So I'm going to be yapping for a little bit while I wait for this. There's so much character destruction that they've had with Dark Dawn, which honestly, they couldn't have saved it. They really couldn't have saved it. your main protagonist, like we discussed this before, your main protagonist got outshined by a secondary character, which is typical in anime, mind you. This happens a lot. You introduce a main character, but they get sidelined because you have a other character that is actually the main actual character of said anime. Which is bad because I'm gonna be kind of based about this. Having the role shift from Isaac to Felix, it worked, but it didn't work. The reason why it didn't work, in my honest opinion, it's because we didn't get a chance to build up to Felix. Felix was introduced as, sure, Jenna's brother who supposedly died, but working with the antagonist. Then did his whole little turn at the end. Then you're making the main protagonist of the second game, but he's a silent protagonist. So we technically don't have anything to go with. This is where I'll quote someone. Golden Sun is great at world building. The first two games are great at world building, but they're not good at building characters. Because again, we have three silent protagonists. One silent protagonist in the first game who talks in the second game, and the roles get swapped up. We don't have time to build a relationship with these characters, which makes other JRPGs good in regards to like character development with the protagonist. Is like we have a protagonist that's talking for the most part. We, as the player, we build a relationship with said characters. This is why spiky-haired protagonist Cloud, who has spiky hair just like Isaac here, is beloved because we got to see Cloud in the beginning and we got to see Cloud at the end of his journey, and he was yapping the entire time. Isaac was quiet the entire time. We as the player had to assume what was going on through Isaac's mind. We ourselves were a self-insert of said character. Then we kind of got a glimpse of what Isaac's personality is in The Lost Age, which kind of fits that the typical shonen-esque protagonist. He has a good relationship with his friends. He's doing things for the greater good, in his honest opinion, and he mellows out. No worries. I just picked Final Fantasy VII as an example just because Cloud and Isaac have spiky hair. But you get where I'm getting at. It's like we got to build interpersonal relationships with said characters in other JRPGs because their characters were speaking for the most part. So we got to see them at their highest points and their lowest points. Which, again, makes this... Oh, thank fucking God, this took forever. Sorry. I'm yapping a lot. But let's get Jenna Sprite in here. We'll have her be... We'll put the cross one in there. But yeah, like I was discussing this with somebody. It's like Golden Sun's great at world building, but when it comes to characters, definitely it's not as strong as Sue. And I was actually thinking about this earlier, like, Chuacha, Briggs' wife. Briggs' wife always upsetted me when I was a kid. It's mostly because Briggs is played off for comic relief, correct? Briggs is definitely played off for comic relief. We kick his ass. He breaks out of jail, steals the boat on top of the other goods, goes back to Champa, asks Grandma to pick up the fight. But every single time, Chuacha is like, forgive him. Why? First time, sure. But if he's gonna continue doing the same shenanigans over and over and over again, it's like you're overstepping the kindness here. I would say definitely out of every character in that game, she was probably one of my most hated characters. I'm like, come on, you're excusing shenanigans but asking us to forgive him. Why? I get it. They're pirates, sure, but come on. That always did grind my gears. Grind my gears. But I kind of derailed from what I was getting with. We're gonna be doing a lot of things here. We're definitely gonna be doing a lot of things with these characters. We're gonna be pushing characters to the absolute limits while trying to not go too crazy. Like we're pushing the ball with Mia a little bit by giving her a pretty angsty, angry, happy, crazy side, which is fine. That's how people see Mia as. A lot of people in their stuff make Mia just absolutely batshit like crazy. Also, damn, don't make me cry. What am I doing? Sorry about that. I have too many sprites. Damn it, I have way too many sprites. Let's see, where are they? Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, she's a great character. It's just, well, I feel like she could have gotten more. That's what I honestly feel. This is where I feel every main character in this game in this whole series could have gotten something a little bit more. Damn it, where is it? Am I just blind right now? There we go. I'm gonna be very careful here. This is where it gets kind of weird. Because now we're dealing with two Jettas. We're gonna get to the arena in a second. Okay, I know what to do. Conversation. Alright, let's put you here. But of all the sprites I've done, she's arguably the easiest one to work with. Because there's not a lot going on with her. Isaac is probably the hardest. Isaac's definitely probably the hardest. Mia is just working with her whites. That's the only thing that made Mia kind of hard. It's just her white. Interesting. It's weird. Okay, there we go. Jenna conversation. Jenna conversation. Interesting. Okay. I did definitely draft ideas for this, because again, I had an idea where I was going with this, then I was like, wait a minute. We need her. I was going to keep her sidelined. She is still technically sidelined. I was just going to have her observe things from the background, but I was like, wait a minute. I can do another weird, funky subplot. Okay, so let's do something here. So she's going to be wondering literally what just hit her. One more should do it. All right. Transform it. Horizontal. Let's go. There's definitely going to be a lot of yapping here. Okay, perfect. Where should I start? We'll start this. Let's go to the next scene. Well, as you've seen, her yapping. I posted this up on Reddit so you can take a look at it. they do they do like her, but it's like, yes, the yapping is her crux. Yapping too much is a bad thing, as we've seen. All right. Okay. All right. So then now, well, the way I see it is, certain characters just based off their design just give off that vibe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I remember years ago there was Goldust on a Bridge. They made Shiba the one who just yaps. They made Heroes of the Valley Girl. That was a very fun series back then. That was a very funny series. But yeah, I guess just based off her looks, that may be a reason. Who knows? Okay, now let's figure out how the hell I'm gonna do this. I can actually figure out where I put this. Game assets. No, that they're under Mercury. I have too many files. Way too many files right now. Oh, I hate Kraden so much. Dark Dawn made me just completely hate the character because Kraden fits that very bad trope of characters knowing what's going on but choosing not to say anything. Wait. Oh. What? Okay. Whoa. Okay. I was about to go like insane right now. I was like, wait a minute. Did I not do this? I was actually about to go crazy. Okay. This came out good. Yep. Okay, this came out good. I'm happy with the way this came out. Besides, right here. Hmm. Okay, now let's get the gang here. Hmm. Oh shit. Okay. We're gonna be on this section for a tiny bit. All right, let's get the sprites here. Then we'll see what's gonna happen. All right, Isaac. All right. Wait. What the fuck? Wait, what? Why? You're a... Okay, that's weird. Oh, shit, I fucked up. I'm actually a dumbass. Holy shit, I fucked up. There we go. There we go. It was 98.9 in 150. Okay. Okay. Yep. Where I'm happy. I'm happy with the way this came out. Putting this in Overcast definitely helps set the feel a little bit. But we're gonna do things definitely different from how in-game was. Alright, let's get them all over here. I can have them... Yeah, we'd have to do a lot of stuff here. Okay. Garrett's gonna be a little bit taller. We're gonna have Garrett at what are you at right now, Isaac? Isaac should be at 140. 140. Isaac's at 140. Put him right here. 140. Where's Garrett at? That's fine. Let's see. An ongoing gag I'm gonna do with Garrett is Mia's just gonna freeze him whenever he annoys her. I always get that vibe from Garrett. He's the lovable best friend who kind of yaps. Not yaps. He just kind of says the wrong things at times. All right. Oh shit! I have to make another one for Jenna. Fuck, I do. Okay. Here we go. Yep. 98.9. 150. Here we go. That's why we're kind of making... Ivan's gonna be the brains of the operation. I'm not saying they're all dumb, but Ivan definitely is... We're keeping the whole smart vibe with him. Because as we know, in Dark Dawn, that party would have fell apart if they didn't have Karis. Karis saved that party. Then again, we don't know. We don't know how things would have gone with Matthew, because Matthew again is a silent protagonist. All we know, he has a foul mouth, which he probably got from Mom. There we go. Yeah, we'll just say that Matthew got his foul mouth from Jenna. 98.9. 120. No, I gotta push you a little bit right there. There we go. Now let's get Mia over here. Mia. And Mia is a little bit shorter than them. 98.9. Again, just fiery redhead deals with fire. She just fits all the categories to a T. Actually, no. I think that's good. Well, we have her... Yeah, one... Yeah, that fits. There we go. We can have her shorter. Because females are generally shorter. There we go. Alright, so we'll have the scene... How do I want to do this? Wait a minute. Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna be shifting from this scene to that scene to that scene. This is gonna be a very weird, complex scene because we're doing like three different scenes at once. Okay. Giving myself a little bit of work room here. Okay. Now we turn this all off again. We're gonna be doing this a lot. Actually, no. Let's do it like right here. But like I said, we're gonna make it a little tad bit different because obviously Mia knows what Jenna looks like. We're gonna do a funny here. We're definitely gonna do a funny. Mia knows what Jenna looks like, but she's not gonna be like they were in Sonic Adventure 2, mistake Sonic and Shadow for some odd reason. I don't know how. I still don't get how you mistake black to blue. She'll recognize Jenna, but clearly she's not an idiot. She's like, hey, that looks like that person from a little while ago. We'll do a little fun with that. We're definitely gonna do a little bit of like fun. Okay, so let's just get this all out of the way. Because it'd be very bad if she mistook the Jennas. Very, very bad, actually. Blank. 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 Alright. So what we have to do now... We'll have to get, yeah, we're gonna have to do some funky stuff here. Okay. I'm gonna have to utilize the camera a lot here. Okay. Well, at least as long as I have them in there, it should be good. But yeah, this is gonna be kind of... This will be definitely awkward. But we can do this. I'm not gonna throw in the Isaac Garrett, don't die. I'm like, that's thanks. I always find it funny that she heard Kraden just say that. Isaac Garrett, don't die. Oh, thank you. Okay. Wow. Thanks for the vote of confidence there. Alright, what was this called again? Mercury Lighthouse Array. I was so salty making this last night because I kind of shot myself in the... I'm happy with the way it came out, but this was excruciatingly complicated for what it was. But I think it came out... I think it came out good. Wait a minute. I gotta go through my effects real quick. Wait, no. I gotta think. Like, damn. That thanks for the vote of confidence. You're just thinking we're just gonna die. Holy shit. Thanks. Okay, what I could have did... I could have did this. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. I could have made that go up and down like in game. I could have, but I just chose not to because there's already so much stuff happening with this. I wanted to save the effect for something else because we're already at a minute right now. We're literally just past the minute mark, so we can keep that stationary. If worst comes to shove, I can make it active, but I know I'm gonna screw up somehow. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. There has to be a camera right here. All right, insert. That's not gonna bother me. There's like a little black spot right there. It's not gonna bother me. All right, it's our keyframe. Oh wow, this is gonna be kind of. This might be kind of weird, but I think we can do this. We're gonna have to do this a lot. Wait, what? Okay, this is gonna take us. This is definitely gonna take us a second. Okay. Insert keyframe. Oh! Wow. I'm an idiot. There we go. I'm actually an idiot. Okay. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Let's cross our fingers. Fuck. I gotta hear myself think. This is gonna be kind of hard. This is gonna be kind of hard because, let's see. That's fine. So what we have to do, we'll have to put this right here. Insert keyframe. Stop that, right? Let's clear this. We'll have to, we have to do a couple of keyframes here. We'll insert keyframe. Let me see if this will let me do it. Do I have a camera already? I do. So what happened here? I gotta fix this later too. It's... Okay, there we go. There we go. I do like the fact that I brought this up alive. The main goal is making this the background's animated now, so I'm gonna try to do that for as much of this as I can. Okay. So now we should be good. Let's cross our fingers. The main goal is gonna try to replicate the camera that we have in game. Okay. Insert keyframe. Come on. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm crossing my fingers. Well, let's do this. Please let this work. This does not want to work. Come on, please work. Okay. No. Damn it. We're gonna get this to work. Clear. This is gonna be actually tough, but we can do this. Okay. Yes, we got it. Okay, we're good. Holy shit, we got it. All right, let's take a look how this looks. Okay. That's wait a minute. Wait. Okay. No, not yet. We're getting there. Holy shit, we're getting there. Okay. So what we have to do here... Holy shit, okay. Keyframe here. Okay, keyframe. So we have to move this... right there. Right there, okay. Holy shit, damn, this is actually kind of tough. Okay. Okay. What's the zoom at? The zoom is at 118. So what we have to do is bring the zoom a little bit closer. Okay. I think we got it. Because we're right here. Holy shit. I think we actually got it. Okay. No. Damn. Oh crap. This is actually gonna be really hard to do. What I'm gonna try to do, I'm trying to replicate how the camera moves in game, like how it goes from left to right. We can definitely do it, but it's gonna be really hard to do. But I think we can do this. So let me give myself a little bit of wiggle room here. So let's bring this all the way right there. Holy crap! If I can pull this off, highlight of the stream. But if I can't, I mean, it is what it is. So let's put that right there. Okay. Let's cross our fingers. So let's save it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we could. Let's try it. I think you have an idea there. Let's bring up a Sprite. You have an idea there. That actually might work. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you might have an idea. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hey, when that happens. I might have to make this definitely. We'll have to break this into halves. Yeah. Okay, let's get the main one in there first. It can work. It's gonna be. Or Mercury Ball. Elevator. Empty. Okay. Let's cross our fingers. Wow. This, I would have to, yeah, we can get this to work. It's just gonna be, yeah, this works. Holy shit, good call on that. You just saved my life. Yeah, this, wow, this actually works. Put that in the wrong one, but it's fine. Okay, so we'll definitely probably fix the sizing issue we've had. Yeah, because I was like, this is gonna be a lot harder than it probably should be. Yeah, good call on that. Holy shit. Wait a minute. There we go. Just make this a little bit tiny bit bigger. I'm not gonna try to stretch it out that much. Right there should be good. Still be a little bit squished up. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna cry with spilled milk about it. We're just technically just gonna use this just for cutscenes. Well, cutscenes. God. Okay, there we go. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna make this a little tiny bit bigger. It's all good. We'll be able just to figure it out this way. Like we can get this. But the biggest thing right now, it doesn't need to be too perfect. Because at the end of the day, the camera is gonna fix everything. So we shouldn't have to worry about it. The only thing I just need to make sure this one's like properly aligned. Then I'll just like that's fine. So I'm gonna do here. I can just take right here. Whoops. It's right there. Okay, I'm just bugging out right now. Okay, thank you. So I screwed up because this is supposed to be right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because again, well the camera will fix things. Like I'm not gonna cry with spilled milk about it. All right, we'll call this Mercury full. The CLA editor definitely helped out a lot with this. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Mercury full. Okay. All right. So it actually does. I was fairly surprised because Spriter's resource didn't have Spriter's resources didn't have that one. Mia casting like that. I'm like, oh shit! Wow! As soon as I booted it up, I'm like, wow, this is actually missing. What really? I couldn't get them walking. Do you know how? Is it possible to actually get the sprites downloaded when they're walking animations? I was trying to figure it out, but I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is possible. But having this is actually great. So I knew something was missing. I'm like, wait, Spriter's resources does not have their casting animations. Yeah, because I was trying to. I was trying to make a dash from. Okay, if we can get that to work, that'd be cool. Okay, so let's clear this. Mercury full. Okay, Mercury full. This actually works. Holy shit, this works. I just have to resize these guys. Let's put them all right here for now. Okay. Let's get the camera there, then we'll resize them. Holy shit, we actually we're about to cook. Hmm. Okay. So I have to do this. I'll have to do them one at a time. Here's your nightmare fuel for today. It's a little bit bigger. There we go. Ivan is a true protagonist now. Okay. I might have to make Mia a little bit taller. Yeah, I'll make Mia a tad taller. Ah, sucks. That'd have been cool though. So the only problem is we have to resize the sprites just so they're not like stupidly tiny. Because they're already really, really big, as you can see. That would have been cool. Ah. This definitely will work. I just gotta make sure the sprites aren't like stupidly tiny. So we have to make them. I do have to increase your height a little bit. Because there we go. We'll make. I always saw Isaac as being a little tiny bit shorter than Garrett. And obviously, Ivan is pint-sized. Not that pint-sized. Because my goal was as soon as the Mercury, the scene where you're in that house with when you first meet Mia, when she sees the light coming from Mercury Lighthouse, I was gonna have her actually run on the world map to Mercury Lighthouse if it was possible. But again, it's no point kind of crying over spilled milk. This is good heights. No, Isaac is shorter than me a tad little bit. Make me a little bit shorter. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't have to be too crazy about it. Again, I see Garrett just dwarfing people because of his hair. Okay, so let's see how this looks up with the camera. Hmm. Okay. Now let's cross our fingers. This actually works. Yeah, wow, you are such a lifesaver here. Because now, here's what we can do. We have a keyframe right there. We are on 570, 570 zoom, 1001. 1001. That should be negative, I think. Negative 3384. Negative 3384. $570. I thought so. That's fine. So what has to be done, this has to pan all the way here. We'll have to zoom this out a little bit. Just a little bit more. I want to get the statues in there. Okay. I think we just cooked. I think we definitely just cooked. Okay. Yes, we cooked. Holy shit, we cooked. Now I have to have them all facing in that direction. No. Here's what I have to do. I fucked up. Because we have to do how they're normally lined up. So, let's move. Okay, here's what we can do. Damn. There we go. Because these two came up first, and these two came up last. So what I can do is I'll have to get their sprites facing that way. It makes a lot more sense that I'll have them same, just lined up. Damn, Garrett is dwarfing them, but let's just see how the scene looks, then we'll dabble. I'm about to say 2 hours. But we got a lot done in 2 hours. All right. Give this a moment. Come on. We're getting to the point where this takes forever to load up. Let's just give this a moment. Wow. Not your document may be damaged? Well, give us like another minute or so. So that is not the case. No, it's good. See, it's going. It's going. It's at 73%. I would cry. I would actually cry. I would actually straight up cry. I still love the scene right here. She's just, I gotta fix that. I gotta make you a little bit shorter. The main goal is just making her distrustworthy of them, which makes sense. There's no one supposed to be in that lighthouse. We did it. We definitely did it. Okay. That definitely does work. Holy shit, that does work. You are a life. You're about to crash, aren't you? Of course you're about to fucking crash. That's why I saved this. Give this a moment. So the goal is, at least with Jenna's scene, is to have her looking around because she hears someone talking to her, but she can't see where they are, like at all. We're gonna have her being spoken to through a megaphone. She has no idea where the hell that this voice is coming from. Where is this voice coming from? The goal is whoever she's gonna be talking to is a kind of poke fun at her in a sense, just because they're technologically superior in terms of like knowing stuff. So things that they know, the people in this world or the normal Golden Sun world should not know what like vital signs are or funky technology or sciencey based words. So that person is going to be talking over the megaphone to her, saying all these funky words that she has no idea what they're talking about, which is going to kind of be an ongoing gag. I actually figured out why my thing was so screwed up. That's actually works. What? Oh, son of a bitch. It's fine. It's fine. I thought I saved it, but time to put them back in there again. Damn. I gotta constantly make Wait, what? What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? Huh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Sure. Okay. Wow. What? Kind of fucked up a little bit. Well, I swear, this is cursed at times. That is weird. What the actual fuck? Yeah, this. I don't even know what the hell just happened here. Oh. Yeah. Holy shit. Wow. Holy fuck. What the hell happened? Okay. Yeah, something went amiss. Okay. Something most certainly went amiss here. Okay. It could be worse. It could be worse because hmm. Let's see. That's okay. Fuck. That's not the end of the world, but fuck. I gotta. It's fine. Everything is still here. I would just have to put everything back. What the actual fuck happened? All right, I just have to. It's gonna be a tomorrow problem. This is cursed so far, but yeah, everything's still there. So, that kind of sucks. Oh well. So that's gonna be a tomorrow problem. I'll have to just literally, as the day goes on tomorrow, put everything back in unless I can see what the hell happened. Something got screwed up when we crashed over there. This is why we constantly saved, but I have no idea what happened. I'm gonna reset my computer and hopefully things come back the way they should be. I didn't save it at all, so we should be good, but damn. At least we got the Mercury Lighthouse situation figured out. That was the main thing right now. Getting Mercury Lighthouse fixed. We're good with that. Everything else I can just add back in as we go. So we're good. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. I'm gonna restart this because this is cursed right now. Take care. Bye-bye.